Alright, so hey guys, it's Trainsight here, and today I'm gonna be showing you how to make an engine like this. If I feel like it, I will do bogies and or rolling stock as well. Yeah. Here's some discretions before the video. One, this video does not have a script, so it will be messy. Two, this is mainly covering the chassis. Not much around, building, and especially not around driving UI, whistle scripts, face scripts. Not much like that. If you do want this drive UI though, I think Pumplication has it on Twitter. I might link it in the description. But yeah, so let's get right into it. So the first thing we're gonna do is, let me just close out of that. First thing we are going to do is to delete this entire thing. We are starting from scratch. Let me see if my recording is working. Yes, it is. We're not going to be using orthos, and I am not going to be showing on how, actually I will show how to add, I guess, decorative wheels, fake wheels, false wheels. Yeah, so let me just get a dummy here. Nope, that is wrong. Rig builder, yeah. R6 masculine. No, block avatar. Alright. So yeah, I'm not doing it to any particular scale. Yeah. So for the track, everything should be anchored, but if you're doing sleepers and ballast, those you want to have as can collide turn to false. So ballast is here. Let's just make this dark gray, pebble. Actually, hold on. For the sake of this, I'm gonna actually try and center it. Alright, no, it does not want to work with me. Alright, that's fine. We don't really need to center it. You probably should center it so it doesn't bug you later and you gotta edit tracks and stuff. It gets annoying. Also probably want to lift these rails up. Right here should be fine. And with ballast comes sleepers. So again, I'm not gonna really try to center this. If it works, then it works, but I'm not putting all day into centering this. This video is going to be way too long. So yeah, I guess something like this. You should probably try and have these not looking like this, have them actually looking good. So you want to take everything, anchor it, deselect the actual rails, set can collide to false, then reselect everything and group it. Rails. Alright, so now for this, I'm just gonna add a few more tracks. Also, this is a VEHICLESEAT2 tutorial, so I'm not gonna be using hinges or any stuff like that to rig the engine. It's usually very buggy. VEHICLESEAT2 is just much more simple. So you want to get cylinder, rotate it. And I am going to start with an 060, 6-wheel configuration. Pretty simple. Yeah, it's just Thomas's configuration. 040 is kind of odd because it usually has cylinders, and I'm not going to be doing this in a tutorial. Yeah, Raymond is probably better at that. Yeah, so 060. I'm actually gonna be doing like, I guess duck style, where I'm gonna have the back wheel farther. But if you didn't want to do that, then you just duplicate these, set it to a point, delete the second middle one, and you got that. But yeah. So once you do that, select all three, move it to the other side. And now you want to find your vehicle seat. So, that's my models. Roblox added this update where if they're not ID verified, it won't show up. So this isn't the real vehicle seat 2 car. But based on the likes, it probably works. But you want to find the original, just in case, by NWS space K. This guy, it has NW space K or something like that. Yeah. So then you want to turn on constraint details. It's a key feature. Copy the little green thing in it. This an attachment. Vehicle C2 attachment. Select all of them, all the wheels by holding control, and paste into selected. So once you do that, you wanna, I guess, center the vehicle seat around the wheels and group each wheel one by one. Make sure you do not accidentally just regroup the vehicle seat thing, which is why you should actually probably do this before centering it. But a tata, you're gonna end up the same way later. Name them wheel or wheels. I like wheels better. And then delete the original ball wheels or whatever. Put these into the vehicle seat car. And you can test it. So I'm just gonna move spawn here just in case, but I'm going to put play here. So once you do that, should work. Oh, alright. So it's actually running backwards. So I'll show you how to fix that in a second, but as you can see, it's running. So what you want to do is just make sure you ungroup it first, like just undo. The wheels should be separate, and rotate the vehicle seat. And the primary part is kind of messed up for some reason. I think it's an update. So I'll just set it to a handle so it can rotate properly. And no, do not group like that. Don't just group it. Put the wheels in vehicle seat. Actually, don't select them like that. Just select them in properties. Put it there. Put spawn point and play here. So hopefully it should run now. Yep, no issues. So next we're gonna do side rods. Side rods, if you're beginning, is usually where you mess up. There's probably gonna be a mess up, so I'll try to be a bit more in depth in side rods. So start off with another, I guess, what you call it? Cylinder, yeah. Put it here, scale it to how you want. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna color it red to differentiate it from the wheel. Now, you could go in and find the wheel and click the position. But if you just want to shortcut it, quickly go into physical, grab the position, quickly go out. Physical mode kind of has the physics of if you're actually in a game. So don't be in it for too long and don't really move anything in it. Just, if you click a part, go into properties, grab the position or the size it's in. You should be good. Don't do anything with the actual physical models. Otherwise, you'll move it with the in-game physics and it'll mess up. So, yeah, just bring this out. And I'm going to switch my move to 0.2. Let's see, how far does that move? Oh wait, that's terrible, not 0.2, I'm sorry. 1.5. So, yeah. You want to remember the amount of spaces it took to move the cylinder so you can do it for each wheel. So I'm going to do 1.1. Yes, good. Alright, so set that back. Copy. Or not copy that, don't copy that. Copy this. Alright, let me just go back here. Paste. Move out. You should probably have your move tool if you're beginning set to like, I'd say 0.2. If you're making a train, 0.2 is good. I think Roblox, I forgot to duplicate it. Just copy that, go backwards, and then paste that original location. Yeah, so I think Roblox has it at default set to 1 stud. That's pretty good for, I guess, buildings and stuff. But trains are more detailed. Like, every movement kind of matters in trains if you want it to be symmetrical. So a more relaxed movement like 0.2 is good for beginners. Personally, I did 0.1 when I was making my first moving train. I think I did 1 stud when I was just making my first train in general. That turned out really bad. But so now you have all your boats lined up. So now you just want to select them all, move them back. You can reline them up later, duplicate them, set them to that side. And here comes, this is the part where most people mess up, me included. So I'd set my move tool to 2 studs, and if you do that, it'll perfectly snap on the cylinder. So then what you want to do, click any random spot. This is what I do. I then click this, copy its position, and paste it into this. So when you move it back to the wheel, they'll all be synced up, and you don't gotta kind of eyeball it, do all this doing stuff. You just, bam, you do that for each and every one. Now if you're beginning, there is a chance you'll mess up, but you'll only be able to notice this once it will tell you if they're not in the same position, but you'll most likely notice this once you actually finish the rods. you'll have to go back and realign it. But yeah, so like this, click that, copy, click this, paste, and one last one. Oh, I accidentally had that still selected, so just make sure. Alright, yeah, that's good, I think. Yeah, you don't want to have one still selected when you go to another. Kind of messes it up when you deselect it. So now what you want to do is you want to bring a block. I'll just paint it black so it's kind of pops compared to the wheels and the bolts. So yeah, you want to just size it. This is going to be like the actual, I guess, rod. This is more of design, but it also helps the wheel, because if you don't do that, it's kind of going to slip and slide. And this is why if you do an 040, you're going to have to just make it a 060, because if you go and see an Edward that doesn't have like a secret sixth wheel that's transparent, you'll see what I mean. Like it just kind of slips inwards and slides around. It's just very awkward. But when you have that to the position you want to weld them, because yeah, you just want to keep them together, but you don't want to anchor them. Anchoring them is bad. That'll keep the wheels locked up. You also don't want to anchor the wheels. If I didn't mention that already, I probably didn't. Do not anchor the wheels. Don't really anchor anything in vehicle seat except like the cosmetic stuff like the roof, the boiler, but we're not onto that yet, so shouldn't be anchoring anything. So there, put that there, and if we did this correctly, it should move along. We're not done with the rods yet though, unless you don't want to add this extra detail. But before that, we gotta see it works, that it works. Okay, so, ooh, yeah, it doesn't work. I messed up on something, of course I did. So look at all these, how they're lined up. Hold on. Just make sure nothing's anchored. 1, 2. See welds. Alright, this is probably not the answer, but let me try and uncolliding them all. You should probably do this. You should do this anyway, most definitely. But right now I gotta do it early to see if it's the problem. It most likely isn't, because the train will still kind of work. If you do have it collidable, but it'll just be a bit more buggy, I think, at least. Nope, something is still locking it up. Yeah, so I think it's an alignment issue. It's actually really weird. Hold on. Let me see if I accidentally loaded something. Let's see. Parts apart. And let me see this. Alright. You always want to unselect these. Don't move them with your rods. Okay. Parts. So what is the issue? Yeah, this is honestly the most annoying power rod. Sometimes you just gotta start over. But just in case people run into the same problem over and over, I want to try and figure it out. Two, three, four. Was that the ever so slight alignment issue? That might have been it. Alright, let me see. So you can still play chess like this. They'll snap on. You just kind of want to move them back for, I guess, design ease when you are doing this on Roblox. Oh, they don't snap back. Oh yeah, so something is the matter. Oh yeah, these things are backwards. They're not, I mean not backwards, they're over here, so of course it's not gonna snap back. Let me see. Is it this last wheel? Alright, let me see. It might be the further back wheel that's messing this up. Yeah, you see, you just kind of want to find anything. Yeah, it might take a while, but doing anything you can to solve, I guess, glitches is pretty much a main part of. You know what? I'm just going to pause until I get the. Actually, yeah, never mind. That's a bad idea. That's gonna cause a sync issue. Let me just to make sure when I edit this, I'll sync it back together. I'm spinning my mouse now, but yeah. So you wanna take this, take that, or duplicate thing. Alright. if the back wheel was the issue, it should be fixed. Sometimes if like a wheel is messed up, yeah, it was the issue. Okay, so I don't know what the issue was, and I don't care to find out, but the good thing is it's working. So yeah, it just looked like it was the issue. So let's bring these, let's see what my move to, okay, my move to is good. You want to keep constraint details on so you bring everything back. And if you want to spoke the wheels like I'm about to do in a second, you'll actually, damn, I forgot to show how to add detailed wheels. Alright, I'll do it real quick. Okay, so let me just make a detailed wheel real quick. Now, this isn't going to be good at all. I'm not trying to make it look good. I'm trying to get through this part as quick as possible. So let's see. Let's do like this. Yeah, this is just gonna be bad on purpose. I don't really care too much to make this look good. So, okay. Integrate union. So, okay. Right. So let's say this is your amazing blender or super long to make Roblox wheel. You're probably gonna just steal somebody else's blender one. But yeah, let's say it's this. Now this cannot be your wheel. Actually, it might be able to. I don't know, probably not, since it's a Roblox part, but this still cannot be your wheel. So what you want to do is you want to scale it to your actual wheel size. Again, I'm not going to try and actually make this look perfect, but you want to make it look perfect, or else it's not going to work well. Then you want to set it to can collide, being, false, and union it to the actual wheel. You also want to have it inside the wheel, so where is this wheel at? Was it this one? Okay. So you want to have it inside the wheel and set this property to transparent. So if this is supposed to be your wheel and it's aligned properly, mine's most definitely isn't, so it's gonna look stupid when it's running. But if it's aligned perfectly and you do it for all of them, it should just look like the blue thing is the wheel and it will spin along. Yeah, so let's, yeah, so you can see it's, since I didn't align it properly, it's like spinning, like it's kind of revolving in a weird way, but it still works. This looks like the front wheel even though it's not doing jack. But yeah, I'm not about to do that for all of them just because, so I'm just gonna delete that, but you do that for every wheel if you want to. So for sake of everything, I'm just gonna paint these wheels, or I didn't select all of them. Are only the first ones? Okay. Yeah, such a weird glitch. Okay, whoa, that was creepy as hell. Alright, well, now all of them are painted. Okay, so now it's back to normal. Going to make them... Gonna make them green. Go back to my first ever train. We'll make it green. So audio is 32 minutes then and 40 seconds, and the video is probably like 33 minutes because that little pause I did. So by the time this is done, we are probably gonna be sitting at 2 glorious hours. And my computer sucks at exporting things, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that. But yeah, the wheels work well. The only problem is, that. On cue. Why in the hell the train should not drift like this? It should stay on the tracks, right? And if you are a fan of trains, you're like, should have added flanges. Those little flange things that keep the train on the rails they don't work on Roblox. They don't. They do not at all. Here is what you really want to do. It is called gliders. So you just want to take a lot of cylinders in this one. Actually, ooh, wait. Damn, I suck. So, before you even think about gliders, if you want to, make the wheels not spoked. Why have I been saying spoked? The little thing where they're not in the same direction. I don't know why I've been saying spoked. If it is spoked though, I'm mad smart. If it's not spoked, at least I realize my mistakes. But yeah, that's it. Just make sure you got the wheel thing selected, which is why you should still have constraints on. But you should turn them off later, especially when you're building, because you're going to be moving a lot, and you're going to accidentally move one, and it's going to break the whole train, and it's going to be painful. So yeah, now... let me just make sure that they... Yeah. So when this one's like this is like that. Yeah. Probably not the best, but gets the job done. Alright. Now you can work on your, gliders, yeah. Also, if you wanted to do if you wanted to make a set of side rods, that look actually good and not a bunch of Lego pieces, just do the same thing with the wheels. Make like a Union or a Blender model that looks really good. And then weld it to the rods, make the rods transparent, put that object in the rod, set its can collide to false, and you should be good. Now for this one time, I'm gonna use joint surfaces to allow me to see this, because I don't feel like eyeballing it. But now it's gonna give it a weld, so you just gotta delete that, which is why you don't use joint surfaces. And if you do, it's just dirty. It's disgusting. I used to use it so much, and I was always like, why do my trains get these random welds? Without knowing joint surfaces did it. just don't use it. So yeah, now weld it to handle with this. And yes, since you're doing all this, you want to go and group all the rods and stuff. So left rod, I should actually do this on my main train, name them left and right. I actually didn't do this, so if I upload this video before I do it and you're quick enough, you might be technically better than me. Left rod, not that I'm good, I'm alright. And name these gliders. Do not spell them as gilders. I've done that so many times. Gliders. So gliders go in vehicle seat. Rods. Why did I name them both left rod? Are you kidding me? Rods go again in vehicle seat. Just make sure. Okay, 6 wheel. I've never done the wheel duplicating thing. That was insane. I've never seen myself do something so weird. Do not duplicate your wheels. From what I saw, it might still work, but why would you do that? Don't do it. Okay, so we got spoked engine and it stays on the rails. What is next? This happens when there's just nothing on like the train. It's just the wheels, the camera, sometimes VEHICLESEAT2, but once you add the body, it should go away. But we are gonna be bullshitting the body and maybe not do it. But next, yeah, I'm just gonna do bogies. So before you do that, don't have the A handle be your chassis, or maybe do. I used to do that. It worked, but my chassis was just one brick. And for the sake of simplicity, this chassis is gonna be one brick. So we're just gonna have one brick that is black. Anchor it so that it can't collide off, and yeah, I'll just name it chassis for the sake of it. You also want to, I guess, move your vehicle seat to the back, which is where the cab will be and the drivers will be. Just makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Then go on your rails and one, that is way too small. Don't wanna, yeah. I'm gonna do 4-wheel bogie, sake of simplicity. James's is kind of annoying. It's kind of a pain. Yeah, Edwards is so much better. If only I had a face for him. Yeah, it'd just make life so much easier. Yeah, and then I'm not gonna lie, you probably shouldn't do it this way, but what I did is I just had 2 of these and one for each thing. I should probably do it one at a time instead of, yeah, I'm just gonna do it the newer way I learned. So you wanna take this, duplicate it, scale it down. You can add a cover piece like that later, but yeah. So scale this down, grab, hinge, set this to 2, bam, bam, perfect. Bam, bam, my name is Sam, perfect. Okay, so now you just wanna, that was kind of bad. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, so let me just grab this, duplicate it, and then, yeah, you want to add a cover piece. So this will just be welded to this. So just wanna, you can make it transparent if you want the axles to still show, but I'm going to just, yeah, have it. So then what you want to do is what I'd do. Again, I haven't done a bogey in a while because I did James a good while ago, and when I did Edward, I just recycled James's bogey, so I didn't really need to do much. Let's give enough clearance for the wheels. Yeah, okay. So you wanna make this, add a second piece down here. And let me just set this to 2 studs. Get universal. And yeah. So then what you want to do is you want to anchor this. I'll just color it black. And I'll put it in here. And you want to weld this to this. And I guess group into a bogey. So if I did it right, it should work. Actually, oops. And that is why you don't use physical. Just wanna actually, bam. Okay. So for consistency's sake, I'm gonna color this black. Earth green was and oops, earth green. Okay. So if I did this all right, should work. I don't think I'm really gonna do rolling stock since bogey, if it works, is just rolling stock, but you don't do the universal stuff to attach it to the chassis. Yeah. Same thing if you want bogey to have like the cool wheel thing. Yeah, okay, so it works. And yeah, that's how you make your engine. If you want to add, I guess, details like a body, just make one real quick. This one's gonna be terrible because I'm not really trying. So here's the running board. Just make it dip. This probably should be a tender engine, but tender engine is just bogey with usually 3 wheels, and you don't, actually let me just make this black, and you don't have the universal thing. That's what all rolling things are. It was pretty simple to explain. let's add a boiler. Bam, bam, bam. Alright. Yeah, again, this is just for this one example, so this engine is not looking good. I'm not gonna really detail it. Yeah. So let's just make this earth green consistency. Just make an earth green version of this since I don't feel like separating them. And yeah, let's make earth green cab. And yeah. I would slope this if I felt like it, or you know, use like a decals to make it look good, but I'm trying to got something to do, so let me just finish this up real quick. Wham bam. Alright, funnel. Make this white just because I guess the old whatever. No, probably should have done it as black, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, this train looks very oversized for its chassis. It looks very disproportionate, but doesn't matter. Not really. Anchor. You should probably set most of it to can't collide. I don't really care, so I'm just gonna set all of it to can't collide. I mean, you should set most of it to turning off can't collide. Yeah. So things like the running board definitely shouldn't be can't collide, because it'll hit the wheels and the train won't work. But I guess things like the funnel and the boiler can collide, because there's nothing touching it. But if you want to be careful, better safe than sorry. Just turn everything to can't collide as false. And since we are done, oh shoot, he doesn't move because I did not bring whatever his name is. I'm gonna name him Diego. Yeah, because I didn't bring Diego to this thing. If you like Thomas, give him a face. Yeah, you could get a decal, you could find a 3D one, or you could just hand make one in studio. I've done all three. So let's just grab stubborn, and studio won't let me grab stubborn. That is immaculate. So let's just wait the third. Oh, damn, no, do not do. Ew. Oh no, he's evil. He's evil train. Diego, the evil. Oh yeah. Sometimes the boiler does that. All you need to do is rotate it. Evil Diego, the train. Not centered at all, and was made badly on purpose, which is why he is now evil. Evil. Damn, this took a long time. I got something to do, so just trying to wrap this up. Hour of recording. So, yeah, here's Diego, the evil train, in full view. Obviously, if you're making your first train, the building style isn't going to be great. Ooh, wait, what happened? Wait. Hold on. Let me see. That might fix it. It was working before I popped Diego's body on the chassis. $53. And yeah, sorry about the connection issues. Working on something. Okay. Alright, oh, hold on, let me see if I just aggressively hit it. No. Alright, so the wheel was spinning, but the universal thing will not work. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was just my bad. Alright, so I grouped it wrong. You could set this back to collisions. And just bring this, make sure this is in the bogie, which is what we'll call it. Alright, so come on, Diego, work with me. So yeah. I think the bogey now should work. Yeah, alright, that works. Okay, so this is Diego the evil train, I guess. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. This is 53 minutes. Obviously, please try to build better than how Diego looks. You can get better and better. So I guess here's a cooler version of Diego. Obviously, you can have some help along the way. It is pretty hard to get help for Roblox trains. Like, it took me forever to figure out how to do bogies and how to make rolling stock, which they're pretty much the same. Bogies just have a universal attach. So once you get better, you can make something like James. Yeah. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more Roblox Studio videos, let me know. If you want to see me try and do something else that isn't cylinders, rods, stuff like that, I hate that. Like maybe a building tutorial, or I don't know. If you really need a tender or rolling stock tutorial, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Bye, guys.